And in sports, Taifa Stars leaves today for Egypt with 32 players. Good evening, this is Capital News at 9:30. My name is Khadija Zimbwe. First, the national news. President Dr. John Pombe Magufuli has listed a presence of many regulatory authorities as the #1 impediment to business in Tanzania. President Magufuli made the statement during the Tanzania National Business Council held at State House in Dar es Salaam, where he added that other challenges include too many taxes, charges, customs and fees that are charged in various sectors, especially in tourism, leather, meat and cooking oil.
Some challenges are on the government sides and some are with business owners. I shall mention some from both sides. I will start with the government. I know that you prefer I do that. Numerous control institutions. Our country is faced with the problem of having too many regulatory institutions, which in some cases cross each other's jurisdiction. You find that there is TBS, TFDA, OSHA, the Government Chief Chemist's Office, NEMC, Standards Agency, Competition Commission, Ewura, Sumatra, etc. These institutions have in some occasions been the obstacle to the startup and continuation of businesses in the country and have been responsible for levying various charges. The issue on too many regulatory bodies is not just in this sector, but it applies to bodies responsible for growth and business auditing, such as I'm not sure you know the responsibility of Tildo, Kamate, etc. Therefore, having too many institutions has affected business growth in Tanzania. When our Prime Minister met with business owners in Dar es Salaam, there was one business owner who said, I quote, "If you want to know if corruption is still existing, go and clear a goods container from the ports to Kariakoo. See how difficult it's going to be. I'm not certain if you have information on Takukuru, the police, TRA or Ports Authority, but Prime Minister is here today. This is one example that shows there is still corruption." I know of business owners who have set up a dummy factory. They use the factories as a warehouse to store goods from outside the country without having paid tax. There are others who avoid paying tax by claiming VAT refund when no sales or purchases have been made.
The Deputy Minister for Natural Resources and Tourism, Honorable Constantine Kanyasu, has commended the efforts shown by the private sector in developing tourism in Tanzania through exhibitions. Honorable Kanyasu made the comments when opening the Karibu Kili Fair tourism exhibition that is taking place at the TGT grounds in Arusha from 7th to 9th of July 2019. Sebastian Koloa has more on this.
We commend organizers of Kili Fair. We've spoken about investments in Tanzania in infrastructure and other areas, such as on airports, so as to open up tourism. This kind of fair helped to increase the number of tourists as they're here to meet various stakeholders in tourism. After the fair, they will be taking a tour which will promote tourism in the country. Kili Fair has a strong presence because of our unity. Before there was no unity and couldn't tell on whom to support.
Now, residents of Mtwara, Mikindani Municipal have asked the National Identification Authorities, NIDA, to increase the speed of a service so as to reduce the number of people who go to their offices to verify their details.
The queue is too long and things are moving slowly. I asked NIDA to increase the number of equipment used so people can be served a lot quicker. I've come to make a follow-up on my national ID card. I ask others to do the same so we can access services. I received an SMS from NIDA to come and have my picture taken.
Some
wards have received ID cards like Shangani and others. What we are doing is once they are ready, they are dispatched immediately. I urge those who have not received theirs to be patient. We understand the importance of having a national ID card.
The chairman of Mtambani A Street at Jangwani Ward, Ali Sultan, has said that following the state of drought and water in various parts of the area, cholera has continued to affect residents in the area, with 4 people taken to Amana Hospital where they are currently receiving treatment.
Hali ya kipindupindu katika mtaa wangu sio salama kwa sababu
the cholera situation in my area is not good. We've had 20 people coming and going. 4 have been taken today. Contaminated water is the main cause of cholera. We've received information on cholera and precaution has been taken, which includes boiling water, washing hands before handling food.
Kujisafisha unapotoka chooni.
Meat inspectors from Arusha region along with the Tanzania Meat Board have caught a consignment of substandard meat that is unfit for human consumption. The meat, which is estimated to weigh over 400 kilograms, were caught during an inspection operation of butchers in various places, where out of 235 butchers inspected, 16 were found to be breaking the law.
At least 15 butcher shops have been closed down because they did not meet set standards, and if we allow them to carry on, they will sell meat to consumers not fit for consumption, therefore affecting their health. They could bring into disrepute the meat market. Anyone caught doing so will be fined 1 million or required to serve a 12-month sentence or both. The meat is not suitable for consumption. I bought some and it did not cook through. Dealers operate at night. The environment in which they operate is not hygienic.
Over 25,000 fishermen from 7 islands of Lake Victoria and Mwanza region using canoes powered by engines as transportation to go to the mainland and source their needs have commended the government through the Ports Authority TPA for building them a dock at Lulushamba as well as other infrastructure including passenger and cargo buildings.
I would like to say that this harbor project has been a godsend for us. I say this because since 1958, we have lacked any form of transport in this area. So, with the successful completion of this project, I would like to say that my fellow residents and I would like to thank the government for remembering us, as now we are able to visit the islands to engage in income-generating activity. I would like to say that when we arrived here at this dock area, some of us found it very hard to clamber onto the makeshift bridge with all of our burdens. I must say this is because we had to climb over a hurdle onto the makeshift bridge, which was difficult for some of us, as some of us were carrying heavy burdens. I would like to say that if we had been allowed to offload our cargo at the proper dock over there, things would have gone much easier. I would like to say that the building of the jetty here will enable people to step onto the shore without any major inconveniences. I must say that this is good because prior to the building of the jetty, people used to face a lot of trouble when their boats would arrive here. For instance, I recall that some women were even forced to step out of their boats into the water, while it was also very challenging for young people as well. And I would like to add that this jetty will also help with transportation as well.
Service providers at Mizengo Pinda bus station in Mpanda Municipal that was built at over 4 billion shillings cost have complained on lights not working at night at the station, which has led to darkness that has endangered safety of service providers and passengers using the station.
I would like to say that since December last year up to yesterday, these lights have only worked properly for just 3 days. I must say that I regard this as a very serious problem. In fact, for my colleagues and I, it is a very big problem indeed. I must say that another problem which we face is the lack of water at this bus station. I would like to say that this is a problem which requires a lot of efforts to solve it. For example, if many passengers were to arrive at the station all at once, then I would like to ask which toilets would they be able to use in case they needed to relieve themselves. I would like to say that a bus stand like this one cannot be of such high quality and yet lack regular water supply. So I am directing you to ensure that water supply is restored to this stand as soon as possible. Also regarding the lack of lights, I have been told by the director of Mpanda municipality that before the end of this week, funds will have been transferred into your accounts, which you can then use to install 8 lighting lights.
Tanzanian and Zambian entrepreneurs have been urged to avoid using plastic bags regardless of their nationality, as Nakonde and Momba districts in Songo region will together oversee the ban, this being after neighboring Zambia officially announced banning the use of the bags by August 1st of this year.
We had a joint meeting and have made a decision based on joint understanding that the use of plastic bags on both sides will not be allowed. We have implemented the ban in Tanzania, so it will be easy for them to enforce the ban from August in Zambia. Ask the government to bring us durable bags suitable for packaging heavy goods. Plastic bags used previously suited us better and were very strong.
And that is the end of national news. International news follows shortly. And in international news, a cholera outbreak in Cibitoke, northeast of Burundi, with the cause of the outbreak mentioned to be lack of clean water.
Kipindupindu kimonekana mjini hapa Bujumbura, eneo la Kanyosha na eneo la Rugombo Cibitoke. Waliokuwa na ugonjwa huyo ni 12 kwa jumla, 6 wapo hapa hospitali ya Prince Regent Bujumbura, wengine wapo Rugombo. Hakuna aliyefariki. Tunawapa matibabu na tuna matumaini kuwa
A few months after judges of the appeals court in Kenya pushed for the lowering of the age of sexual consent for youth in Kenya after it was revealed that many jailed for sexual offences are youth, the government of Kenya thought its Ministry of Home Affairs has strongly opposed the decision.
There are choices we have to make, and there are decisions. Because you may cause, how can we be debating about endangering the lives of our children in that kind of manner? Join us as government in the war we are putting against.
A few days after the President of Uganda, Yoweri Museveni, spoke to the nation to share success implemented during the 2018-2019 financial year, strong sentiments has emerged from the opposition, with some calling the speech unimportant and one that did not address issues faced by the normal citizen.
You want to hang yourself if you...
Issues of defense and security are crucial to Uganda at the moment. This speech has not made any significance to us because if you visit public schools, they are facing challenges.
And that is the end of international news. Business news follows shortly after the break.
Watch Business Edition as we talk to business leaders and experts in sectors that are transforming Tanzania's economy.
To be rich, I have to be a business person.
It's not an easy road at all.
People need to understand. You must quickly think, how cost effective are you going to be?
Business acts as a way in which it can bridge that gap.
Business Edition will keep you informed on latest developments in the financial sector, extractive industry, tourism, agriculture, energy, construction, and so much more. Meet entrepreneurs who create employment opportunities. Watch Business Edition on Friday at 8:15 p.m.
And in business news tonight, the chairman of entrepreneurs from China in Africa, Shan Ding, has said that investors from China are happy with the good investment environment that Tanzania Investment Center TIC has contributed to set for them, something which has continued to convince other investors to invest in the industrial sector.
You see all the materials. This modernized facility and equipment is the top class in China. And investors, they brought this facility here just want to share the high technology with our Tanzania family members and brothers and sisters. Because all the materials you find here, raw materials, we never import from China. All of them, we get it from Tanzania. From Morogoro, from Mbeya, and from the coastal region, even Mwanza, Tanga. So Tanzania, we're not afraid of anything. We only need the people come here to work efficiently.
Wafugaji wengi wana tatizo la elimu.
Education and skills in livestock keeping is very essential. No matter how much capital you have to start up the business, if one cannot know the disease that attacks livestock, the behavior of the livestock, and how to take care of them, those are the major challenges that we face. We have enough experts who run this project that we started with the same number as chicks until now.
Tumekuja kutembelea eneo hili kwa sababu
we are here to learn about poultry products, and so far we have seen big differences compared to the knowledge that we had before. There are some revelations from people who use food from this poultry farm, commenting on several changes that the chickens are undergoing following the consumption of proper poultry food.
In trying to resolve the increase in prices of alternative bags in the country, a small entrepreneurs development organization, CIDO, has started 3 factories producing the bags and is also providing education on modern methods to produce the bags for over 230 small-scale entrepreneurs.
Lakini wakati huo tuna viwanda vingine viwili
We have 2 factories, one in Tabata and another one in Posto area in town, who are responsible in making bags. We believe that these 2 factories, in collaboration with SIDO, shall manage to fulfill the shortages of bags, which obviously seem right.
And that is the end of business news. Sports news follows shortly after the break.
Away first time, good start from Bolt. Bolt leading a moment of going away. Gay trying to go with him, and he's being dragged through the second place, but he's going to win it by 2 meters. Away first time, good start from Bolt. Bolt leading a moment of going away. Gay trying to go with him, and he's being dragged through the second place, but he's going to win it by 2 meters. Opposition, Joaquinho, he did lose to Lynn.
And in sports news, the national football team Taifa Stars with 32 players have left today to head to Egypt for the AFCON final, with the technical bench cutting 7 players including Ibrahim Ajib and Jonas Mkude for allegedly not working hard during training and a lack of discipline.
We started this camp calling 39 players, but unfortunately not all the 39 players will travel with us, so we have to go with 32 players, with the 2 young players that we have, Kevin and Boniface, whom we are encouraging for the future. Because I also believe it's very, very important. We have to start looking at the future. We cannot only depend on today.
Mobile company Vodacom Tanzania has launched a data and AFCON campaign through the Soka Letu service, which will begin today until the 21st, where 10 customers using the network service will win tickets to witness Taifa Stars play in Egypt.
Wataenda Misri kutazama mechi hizi zote za Taifa Stars live.
The good news to our customers is winning the chance to go to Egypt and watch the AFCON finals live. If anyone has not joined Soka Letu, then it is high time that they did so. And for those who would wish to watch the matches anywhere, they can do so easily by buying a data bundle to earn up to twice of the bundle that you have bought. We have roaming and international data through that service. We shall offer the Taifa Stars players, while they are in Egypt, a chance to make phone calls back home to check in on their families and friends. Not only the players, but for every fan who will be traveling, they will also be awarded a roaming bundle.
The 8 Women's World Cup begins in France on Friday, with nearly 1 million tickets sold for the tournament. Here's more on the story.
England and Scotland are among the 24 teams taking part and will face each other in the first match in Group D in Nice on Sunday. Host France will meet South Korea at a sold-out Parc des Princes in Friday's opening games in Paris. Defending champions, the United States get their campaign underway against Thailand on Tuesday, the 11th of June. 6 groups of 4 teams will compete for the 16 places in the knockout phase on the road to the final on Sunday, 7th July in Lyon. VAR, the video assistant referee system, will be used in the tournament for the first time, while the £24 million awarded to the participating teams in 2019 is double the amount of 2015, albeit a long way short of the £315 million prize pot at the 2018 Men's World Cup.
Chelsea have taken the appeal against a two-window transfer ban to the Court of Arbitration for Sport. Here's more on the story.
FIFA has banned the Blues from signing players until the end of January 2020, and the club failed with the first appeal to the world governing body. It followed an investigation into their signing of foreign under-18 players. The transfer window closes on 8th August, and the Court of Arbitration for Sport (CAS) said it is not possible to say when it will make a decision. Chelsea have not asked for the ban to be lifted while CAS considers its decision. They signed United States winger Christian Pulisic from Borussia Dortmund for £58 million in January before their ban was imposed in February. Real Madrid's bid to sign the Blues' Belgian forward Eden Hazard for a fee of about £88 million is expected to be concluded in a matter of days. Chelsea boss Maurizio Sarri said that it will not be easy to challenge Liverpool and Manchester City next season if they cannot sign players.
Centre-back Ashley Williams has been released by Everton, while left-back Leighton Baines has been offered a new one-year contract. Here's more on the story.
Wales captain Williams, 34, joined Everton from Swansea for £12 million in 2016. He made 73 appearances for the Premier League side but spent last season on loan at Stoke City in the Championship. Baines has been with the Toffees since 2007, and the Englishman's current deal with the Goodison Park club expires on 30th June. Earlier this week, Everton captain and centre-back Phil Jagieleka announced that he was leaving this summer after 12 years. Meanwhile, former Portugal midfielder Luis Boamorte has been appointed as assistant manager to compatriot Marco Silva. The 41-year-old who played for Arsenal, Fulham and West Ham was most recently assistant manager at Maccabi Haifa in Israel.
And that's what item ends our news bulletin for tonight. My name is Khadija Zimbwe. Thank you for watching and good night.
Watch Capital Television on Zuku Decoder, Channel 51. Capital Television, your channel of choice.